Good morning, friends. I don't know why, but I feel like vlogging today, and I haven't vlogged in many months. But I kind of want to vlog more in the new year, and it's January 2nd, so what better time to start than now? I am gonna make some breakfast. I just finished my latte. I think I'm going to make some avocado toast. Very original. Also, I will almost always have like the stuff that I'm using linked in my description box below if you're curious. I really love this scale. I use it, I mean, for sourdough stuff, but I also use it just like for normal recipes too. Also gonna take my vitamins as well as some vitamin D. I found this vitamin D on Thrive Market and I like, so I'm gonna show you the actual capsules because they're so small. Ah, that was a dumb idea. They're so tiny and you only have to take it every other day because it's such high IU or whatever. And the only other ingredient, or not only other, but like the oil that's in it, usually with supplements, the oil that's in it is soybean oil or something like that. And this one, it's extra virgin olive oil, which I think is very nice. And the last thing that I love about it is that on Thrive Market, it's only like $6.50 or something crazy like that, which is cheap for supplements. I'll have my Thrive Market link down below if you're curious to try it out. I think through my link you get 25% off your first order. So yeah. So I am currently working on our grocery. I need another coffee. Grocery and dinner list. We don't need to go shopping until this weekend, or next weekend. Today's Saturday. So a week from today, we need to go grocery shopping. Anyways, just to get ahead of it, I guess. And I got some new cookbooks for Christmas. And as you can see, I already marked the recipes I want to try. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, see if there are any recipes in here that I want to try this week, or next week technically. So what I have so far for meals planned out, turn that down so you can see my face. So like we have up until the 9th planned, and then we go from there. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13 to the 16th right now. So that's 7, and I'm gonna aim for 7 more. We really only like going grocery shopping every 2 weeks. Ever since like the stay-at-home period when we were told that we should only go grocery shopping every 2 weeks, we've kind of stayed in that groove, and it's worked out pretty well for us. So I am just going to go through these recipes and see if there's anything else that we want to make from these books. What I was saying is, so what I have so far is a roast chicken with mashed potatoes and a vegetable. I think we're gonna do green beans. And then from that, I wanna make bone broth with the bones from the whole chicken, and then make a chicken, veggie, and farro soup. And then we had last night actually chicken cutlet Caesar salads, and it was so good. I don't know why we like never have Caesar salad. It was like so good and so satisfying, and we just had some chicken cutlets, so chicken thighs breaded with panko and baked in the oven, and then Caesar salad on the side. We just had romaine and Caesar dressing and some cucumbers, and it was just so good. So we're gonna have that again, all that to say. And then I found, let me give this girl some, all the healthy things. I think that's her Instagram. It's her blog too. Yeah, all the healthy things on Instagram. Can you see this? Great stuff. I'm gonna make her Greek meatballs with tzatziki and make it like a little salad bowl, because when we made the Caesars yesterday, we had some romaine left over. So I figured we could just use the romaine for those as well. I'll actually link that recipe down below in case you're curious, because it sounds so good and I love tzatziki sauce. So yeah, I'm just gonna be here going through my cookbooks. This is Half Baked Harvest, super simple, and Ina Garten's Modern Comfort Food. Love me some Barefoot Contessa. When I first got this book, this was like the recipe I wanted to try. It's creamed corn bucatini. See, okay, I'm gonna rant for a second. I love Half Baked Harvest. She is like a big inspiration of mine, and I love her. I love following her on Instagram. I think what she's doing is amazing, and obviously she's been very successful. But some of the ingredients that she likes to use, and like they're constantly in her recipes, I'm like, I'm never gonna use that except for in this recipe. So, and this is why I'm also not a good baker, because I'm always like, oh, what can I substitute for that? With savory cooking, it's a lot easier to do that, like substitute this for this and that for that. But the ingredient in here that's making me think that is the creme fraiche. I'm like, I don't even know if the grocery stores around here carry creme fraiche, first of all. The other one that she loves to use is apple butter. I'm not gonna use apple butter in anything else but this one salad recipe or whatever, and it's only a tablespoon of it. So that's my small rant about Half Baked Harvest. Love her, but it's a little irritating sometimes. All that to say, I'm going to add this to the list, but I'm probably just gonna use like Greek yogurt or something in place of the creme fraiche. Maybe I'll thin it out with some milk or something. I don't know. I'll let you know how it goes. Well, clearly I'm still trying to get the hang of all this, because I only filmed my coffee today and then I totally forgot that I wanted to film. But one of my New Year's resolutions is to have a more established cleaning routine, especially when it comes to our bathrooms. Also, if you know us, like Sam and I as a couple, as a unit, you know that Sam is the clean one in our family. I am not. I would probably be living in filth if it wasn't for Sam. Because it's just not in my bones to clean, you know what I mean? It's definitely something that I have to be intentional about. So yeah, I just cleaned our bathroom, I wiped down our mirrors, I'm feeling good. And now it's 4:15, but I feel like making dinner because we're making chili tonight, and chili can just sit on the stove until we're ready to eat it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I have no recipe for this. Chili is one of those things that once you like, I feel like once you make it once, you can pretty much just do it without a recipe. At least that's how I am. So my phone is not an ingredient. This is what we've got going on as far as ingredients. Some pretty sad looking jalapenos, a bell pepper. Probably gonna use half of this onion because this is like giant. Some garlic, always more than you think. I just have some ground turkey back here, 2 cans of beans. I'm probably gonna throw some corn in there just because we have some frozen corn. These whole peeled tomatoes, I never usually buy whole peeled tomatoes, honestly, because they're kind of a pain in the butt. I'll just like crush them myself and deal with it today. Chili powder, cayenne pepper, paprika, and cumin, as well as some salt and pepper. Okay, so the peppers and onions have been going for probably like 5 minutes. And I'm now gonna go ahead and put in my turkey. This is just a pound, actually it's 1.3 pounds of 85 15-ounce turkey. And then I'm gonna add my little spice mixture and brown that up. And then once it's mostly cooked, I'll go ahead and add in my chopped garlic and jalapenos. Okay, so this is what we are looking like on the meat and veg situation. Now I'm just gonna open my cans and try to figure out how to go about these whole tomatoes, because I actually don't know if I've ever made chili with whole tomatoes before. I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's just not my favorite thing to do. Crush my own tomatoes. Does anybody have a can opener that they love? Because I hate our can opener. it doesn't even have a brand on it. Like, I just think it's really old and not very effective. I feel like it takes me so long to open a dang can. I'm also gonna try something new, and I'm not gonna drain my beans. I usually drain my beans before I add them to my chili. But I wanna see what the texture is like if I just add it all in. Because especially in these beans, like the only ingredients, are you gonna be able to see this? Is the beans, water, and sea salt. And then in this one, yeah, it's the same thing. Forget it, kidney beans, water, and sea salt. So I'm just gonna try it. Thinking it might help it like be thicker too, a nicer consistency because of all that. I think the term that they use for like the liquid inside of cans of beans is aquafaba. Again, if I'm an idiot, feel free to let me know in the comments if that's just a chickpea thing, but I feel like it would make sense for all beans. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a fork and take each tomato out, and then I'm gonna crush it. with my hands and just add it to the pot. Well, glad that's over, and can't say I will ever be doing that again because I made a giant mess and I didn't even enjoy any second of it. So I'm gonna be not stupid next time we go grocery shopping and look at what I'm picking up, because the problem with this brand is that the label is all the same. I mean, this is most brands. But I feel like it's not that obvious with this brand because like this part is all the same, and then the kind of tomato is at the top and the bottom, like very small. So it'll say like crushed tomatoes or whatever, diced or whole. Dang, whole tomatoes. Okay, those are all in. Gonna add in my black beans and my kidney beans, again with the liquid. I'm doing this also because I didn't use like a crushed tomato, because crushed tomatoes are much more liquidy than doing what I just did. And if it needs even more liquid, then I'll probably just add some water with Better Than Bouillon. Also gonna add in some more seasoning because it's looking a little pale, so I'm gonna go ahead and add more chili powder, more paprika, and a little bit more cumin. Gotta be careful with cumin because cumin tastes how it smells, and it kind of smells like feet. But just a tiny bit of cumin is great. Okay, now I'm just gonna cover this and let it hang out. It's almost 5, it's 4:49. Sam doesn't get home until a little after 7. So I'm just gonna let this hang out on low heat on the stove for a while. I actually think I'm going to make some cornbread really quick too. This I do have a recipe for because, as I've said before on my channel, I am not a very good baker. So this recipe I'll link down below. It's actually from Cabot, like the cheese company. They have a really great cornbread recipe and I'm gonna half it. I will link this down below. So I think I'm actually gonna end the video here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.